Did you find what you came for? I felt as much, quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force, curious. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Very well, let us depart. He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. Of course, General. If you wish, I may travel with you or join you at the ship. Very well, General.
Say the word.
Why have you approached?
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it. Your ship is stored in the hangar. You may... We serve the jet...
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
It is unlikely the droid stole the vessel.
Says you.
Is this your droid? It looks badly damaged. Dissect it. The construction of this door is like nothing I've seen on Telos.
Why have you I would welcome...
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What is the machine saying? We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us. We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here.
You are exiled.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. The war has touched them. Many of them have...
It is as I feared. And I fear that we
have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her...
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is...
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is...
We should have told her the truth. The Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revin and...
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be...
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence, and we are walking into it. This is...
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Rev. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should... I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens, and focusing crystal. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me that... Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, Yeah?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may... What was that? That's what I'm talking about. I am not pushing you around. I just... Thanks for the vote of... Good. You wouldn't guess it from the outside. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes... General, need something? Sorry, guess I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war, as long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened. Know what I mean? I was, no doubt. It's hard to face up to yourself sometimes, and for a few years, I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the... I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force... All I wanted to do was send a message. That's the past, though. It's good to be... Something else That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you. He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy something else I can help you. If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to I can't take seeing my work being used. But there's nothing I can do about it, so... Something else I got tired of it. Kept dropping my high dose. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone... Something else I can help you with? Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing any Something else Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't...
Yes? Have you come with questions? That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber. Very well. I confess its nature. It seems that at times of stress and... Ask. Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow... Perhaps I am neither. And I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. No. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is in you all my hopes. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life. There shall be no more shadows between us. Only ask, and I will... If it means so much, there shall be no more... Ask, and... There is nothing wrong with my... I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood... There is nothing wrong with my eyes, they simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is... Ask. I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If... Ask.
Something up? All right. What? Huh? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by... I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you. Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright? Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise. Alright? Something up? Alright, what... Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Taking some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call. You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at... I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts. It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary... Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt they're just gonna... Well, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be in the Republic. We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Looks like something has cleared away the... Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely...
Crash sites.
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't...
Much is buried here, and there is much...
Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt... Well, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be... We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another...
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. We should explore our surroundings.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that...
I agree. Going off alone is just asking for trouble. Especially...
If we hope to get to Onderon and leave this moon, then we need...
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded.
Yeah, I understand. What?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. She fought here once.
She fought here? Why didn't she say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
I've still got repairs to finish up here. I don't... Oh, it's nothing too complicated. It'll just take a while. Unless you... Suit yourself. You don't know...
sensors just picked up a... Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
This shall not stop us for long. This shall not stop us for long.
That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. I know.
Donos Emeregith, Wanarakorachi Drunka Sain. Donos Emeregith, Wanarakorachi Drunka, Moka Kamaran and Dosoran with no chap. Febko Emeream Gawata Situ in Sularakara. Moka Kamaran and Dosoran with no chabi. The Ranamosibu and Dasarans.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.